Welcome to my hardware and do-it-yourself store. How may I help you? Okay, so you would like to get a new table, is that correct? Of course we can help you. We're a smaller family-owned business and giving personal advice to our customers is very important to us. Alright, may I ask what kind of table you're looking for? Because we do have some beautiful tables in our catalog, which also aren't too expensive. We have kitchen tables, we have dining tables, we also have garden tables. We really have some beautiful pieces that aren't expensive at all. So, you're looking for a desk for your office, like an office desk to work on, so you can put your laptop on it and like your working stuff. Is that correct? Okay. I'm just gonna type this in to my computer if that's okay. Okay. We're trying to do this electronically now. But actually I sometimes prefer to write. So this is actually great. We have some really nice office desks on discounts right now. And they start at around $300 and go up to about $1,500. And what I can also recommend is there are some tables that you can put up and you can change the height of the table, which is very popular currently, and there are definitive health benefits if you don't sit all the time. Would you be interested in that? Okay. So you're looking for something cheaper, is that correct? Let me quickly check. Honestly, I'm not sure if we have something cheaper than $300. But wait, have you ever considered building a desk yourself? I mean, we're a do-it-yourself store, so you can find all the items you need for this purpose here. No, it's not very difficult. Even I can do it with my two left hands. Okay, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay. So you say you have no idea on how to build it yourself. That's no problem. That's why we are here, right? So let me help you with this. This is a lot of fun. So first of all, you want to decide what kind of tabletop you want. Do you want glass? Do you want wood? Do you want metal? So me personally, I would recommend wood because it's just easier to build, and otherwise you might have to build a frame, and wood is beautiful and it's easy to work with it. So now the question, of course, you're right, is what kind of wood do we want to take? So what I can really recommend is using a simple wood like this one. some very basic wood. And the good thing about this is it's fairly cheap, and also you can paint this in a beautiful color, whatever you want. Okay, so you want to learn more about how to paint a piece of wood like this. Okay, sure. I'm happy to help. So if you want to do this, let me carefully put that out. So the first thing that I recommend doing is using some sandpaper like this one. This one is a bit dirty. I already used this a few times. I'm sorry. And then you take one of these things, you put the sandpaper on it, and then you can very carefully work the wood. Do you see that? It's pretty easy. From time to time you want to change the paper, because if it gets overused then it doesn't work anymore. But at least I recommend for the borders to use the sandpaper, but also here for the areas, use the sandpaper and make it so it's better to put color on afterwards. You understand? So yeah, we have the sandpaper as well in this store. It's not very expensive. It's always useful if you want to work with wood. Okay, so second, once you use the sandpaper on the wood, you can apply some color. So here we also have some beautiful color here, like this one. It's just a plain white color, or you can also mix your color like I did here. Do you see that? It's a pretty cool turquoise bluish color. I think it's pretty beautiful. So it's pretty easy to mix it together, right? You can mix like green and blue and white to get this kind of color. So I mean, like, it's not very complicated. So just what you want to do is, I'm just carefully opening up the color. Oh, that's beautiful. Not trying to be too loud here. You can see the color here. And what you want to do is mix it up as well. Because otherwise, the color might get a bit hard. So, what you want to do afterwards is, let me move that to the side. You want to take a brush like this one, for instance. This is a pretty large one, but we have also these rolls which are bigger, and you want to use some of that color. Or you can also put it in directly like this. Be careful to not take too much color. And then here you can start applying the color. It's pretty easy. super complicated painting this stuff. Let me just move this back on it. Otherwise it's gonna dry as well. Oop. Okay. Great. So as soon as you have painted the piece of wood in whatever color you prefer, you actually probably would want to put some wood varnish on it. You know, like the thing that it becomes more durable and less susceptible to any damages, and it also, yeah, it's gonna be good for a longer time. So we also have some varnish here in our store if you're interested. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly check if we have some wood varnish. Okay, yeah, we have it. It's $19.95. Okay, so what do you think about this? Okay, so you're saying that this is too complicated for you. Okay, I mean, sure. Not everybody wants to do these things himself. What I can offer as well is you can directly purchase a beautiful piece of wood. Let me quickly move this to the side so I can show it to you. It's really a beautiful piece. That's all I can say, really. I know my hand is a bit dirty. I just hope that I'm not gonna make this piece of wood dirty. So here it is. Can you see that? It's beautiful, isn't it? So this is some American walnut wood, and it has really beautiful colors, and it is also very durable and strong, and it's very popular because also for desks or something like this. As you can see here, it's fairly thick, so it's not gonna break, and you can put significant amounts of weight on it. And I just hope that my fingers aren't too dirty now, but it's a very, very nice touch to it, and I think it looks very beautiful in your office room. And it's already varnished, so you don't need to do anything with it. It basically comes like this. Oops, sorry. So you like that? Okay, great. It's also one of my favorite pieces of wood. I really like this walnut wood, and also there's also cherry wood, which is very beautiful. But let me check. I think this would be approximately $50 if you want a larger one. Okay, so you're asking what kind of size you need for that piece of wood. So yeah, that's a good question, of course. So of course you can measure it yourself, but generally I do recommend a depth of approximately 80 centimeters, and then you know that you can also put like your notebook on it and your PC. And then as a length I do recommend 150, so 150 centimeters, so you can also put your laptop on it and your writing stuff, just like this table. So I generally do recommend a larger table. mean, what you can do, of course, to get this piece of wood, you can cut it yourself with a saw, but no, I don't recommend it, honestly. So what we can do, of course, is we can cut it free of charge, the piece of wood for you. Okay, so you're interested? Okay, great, I'm really happy. Of course, what you can do as well, I can show you this thing, it's a pretty useful tool. You can see it's very important that once you install all of this, that it's straight and it's horizontally straight and parallel to the floor, otherwise it's not going to be very good. Sorry. Okay. Well, great. So now we talked about the tabletop. Now the question is, what is the table gonna stand on? So the next step would be to pick some legs to attach to the tabletop, of course. And here you have the choice between round or squared feet. We have them in metallic color or in black, and yeah, I don't know, it really depends on the color of your room. Is it more dark or light, or what is your personal preference? Okay, so it's you do have some dark and black shelves in there. Okay, cool. So what I recommend are some squared feet. Let me just quickly bring these here. Do you see those? These are squared. They are 80 centimeters of length, so that generally suffices. Yeah, so generally the height is between 72 or 70 and 80 centimeters, so you're a fairly tall person, so it should be fine like this. I think this is a good size. And as you can see here, you would drill the holes in here in the table, and you would attach the screws in there, and that's generally a very beautiful one. And as you can see, the build quality is very good, and yeah, it's thick enough for a table, definitely. And you can then attach it to your tabletop that you will hopefully purchase here. So it's pretty straightforward how to attach this. So what you want to do is you want to attach some screws to the table and then attach your feet on it, basically. You could, of course, also build a frame if you think you would like to put very heavy things on your table, but generally I don't think this is necessary. So first of all, if you do that, you want to have fitting screws. So I do have some here that I could show to you. Let me quickly see. Oops, be careful. So this would be, you can just basically buy any of them. I think, frankly speaking, these might be a bit too small. I'm not sure. They could actually be fine. Let me put this back for a second. What else do we have here? Do we have better ones? These ones are really good. I'd like to use them. They're of a good build quality, but okay, let me put this back. Let me check out this one. Okay, so I think these look pretty screws aren't bigger than your tabletop, than the wooden plate, of course. And then you can just put them inside. That's pretty easy. And you need 4 screws for every leg, so altogether this would be 16. And yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's like maybe $3 or something. So yeah. And I mean, of course, I would recommend, if you want to attach those, I would recommend getting a drill. I have this beautiful piece here. Can you see that? I have this one myself. I really recommend it. So here we have a wireless drill. It works with a rechargeable battery. Of course, it's not strong enough to go through walls, but it's a very nice one. It has 14.4 volt rechargeable battery. It's not our premium model, but it really does the job. You can select like a strong mode or not so strong mode. What's good about it as well, you can change the strength here. Do you see that? What you want to do first is you want to drill some holes in the wooden plate. I would make holes that are a bit smaller than the screws, and then you can put some soap on the screws, and then you can attach them to the table. It's a very nice sound. Do you like it? One is $69 actually. I do always recommend it because yeah, it's pretty easy. You basically just open up this thing, then you can take this out and you can put different drills in, which is very easy to do. Do you want me to show? Okay. So what you need to do here, you need to take one of those drills. Let's say the larger one. Or should I take the second one? I'm not sure. So you generally have the option to take different ones. I'm gonna take the larger one. And then I'm gonna open this up. sale right now. It's $69.95. It's a very nice wireless drill. Okay, you already have one of those. I'm really sorry. I should have asked before. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm gonna put this one back then. Okay, but should I maybe pack up the piece of wood that you would like to have? I think you very much like this one. Should I ask my colleague to cut this for you? We can make it any size you want. We can make it 150 centimeters times 80 centimeters, which I very much recommend. And this is not gonna be very expensive. And then we can take 4 of these legs, which will each will be, let me quickly check. Each will be $5.99. So approximately $25. It's a very good deal. So, what do you think about that? Okay. So you're not interested anymore. So you want to look elsewhere for a better price. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know what to say to convince you. But maybe at least before you go, what I can really recommend is one of those. They're really cheap. They're only $3 right now on sale. You always need those. No? Okay. And maybe, wait, don't go yet. That's a very nice hammer. It's only $9.99. I can really recommend you to have the same one at home. So it's a very good, very good one. Or maybe you want some of this paper? I mean, this one is a bit dirty, but we have a lot of sandpaper. Maybe. Okay, you don't need it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back. I mean, do we have something else? We have some nice pliers as well. Would you be interested in those maybe? You know, you can always need those. These are very useful. They are GS certified, and you can use those for if you want to like get rid of screws or nails, or here for working with wire. They're very useful. They are only $6.99 right now on sale, so I can really recommend them. What do you think? You don't need it? Okay. Wait, before you go, do you want this brush? It's very useful, as you might have remembered. It's very cool to be able to brush anything you have at home. You can use any kind of color that you need. And it's just beautiful to have one of these brushes at home. I can really recommend it. Of course, you would need to wash them eventually, but they're very cool. you want to have our catalog, we have a lot of things on sale right now. We really have some really nice stuff that either DIY or like you don't have to build anything, and we have a guaranteed lowest price in the town, so you don't have to worry. So maybe we can accept you as a client again. You will be very happy. Okay, you don't want that? Okay. Alright. Well, it was nice talking to you. I hope you have a good day. Hope to see you soon again in our small store.